Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Recently, with some sun finally in the forecast, I decided to take a trip to Seattle to film some trains for the day. Instead of saving these clips for one of my longer video projects, I thought it might be fun to do something a little different and show you what it's like spending a day watching trains locally. I began my trip at King Street Station in downtown Seattle. Completed in 1906, the structure was a joint venture by the Great Northern Railway and the Northern Pacific Railway. Today, it is home to Sounder commuter trains, as well as Amtrak's Coast Starlight and Empire Builder long-distance trains, and the Cascade service, which currently runs between Seattle, Washington, and Portland and Eugene, Oregon. I arrived in downtown Seattle just in time to see what appeared to be a yard transfer job running from South Seattle to Interbay Yard. Just a few minutes after the local passed, the southbound Coast Starlight Train 11 departed Seattle on time at 9:55 a.m. As the train passed by Safeco Field at the beginning of its two-day trip to Los Angeles, I decided to head south to Sumner, Washington. Not long after I arrived, a BNSF freight train headed south behind an ES-44 series locomotive and an EMD SD-75. This is one of the regularly scheduled, loaded BNSF trash trains. They originate in Everett and Seattle on a near-daily basis and travel south to Vancouver, Washington, and then east along the Columbia River to the Roosevelt landfill. The trains are emptied and sent back west, and the cycle repeats itself. A short while later, Amtrak Cascades train number 500 heads north, running about 20 minutes late. On this day, the train was powered by a General Electric P40 DC locomotive, a somewhat rare occurrence for Cascade service. I decided to wait a little while longer, and about 20 minutes later, a northbound BNSF loaded coal train rolled through Sumner. These loaded coal trains travel from Wyoming's Powder River Basin westbound across Montana, northern Idaho, and southern Washington along the Columbia River, and then north to Vancouver, British Columbia for export to Southeast Asia. I got a heads up from a friend that a train known by local rail fans as Crew 4 was about to leave Tacoma, so I quickly moved down the line to Puyallup to wait for the train to pass. Crew 4 is a yard transfer job that moves cars between Tacoma and Inner Bay Yard north of Seattle. This train goes all the way back to the days of the Northern Pacific. It's popular among the Seattle and Tacoma rail fans as this train is usually pulled by older EMD locomotives. The train came into view with one of the last remaining cab-mounted headlight GP series locomotives leading the way, followed by a now equally rare locomotive painted in the BNSF Heritage 1 paint scheme. I took a quick break for lunch and then moved back north to Kent, where I caught up with the Longview to Everett Manifest mixed freight pulled by a pair of SD75s. Repositioning slightly, I caught a northbound oil train heading for Ferndale, Washington from North Dakota. About a half hour later, southbound Amtrak Cascades train 505 rolled through Kent on its way to Eugene. One of Amtrak's new Siemens-built ALC-42 locomotives was scheduled to be on the eastbound Empire Builder, so I made the decision to head north to Edmonds, Washington for a nice sunny shot of the train along the water. I scouted out a nice location at Picnic Point and set up my equipment. Soon after, another oil train rolled north along Puget Sound. Right behind the oil train, a BNSF manifest to Vancouver, BC went by. Powering the train was a C44-9W type locomotive and a Norfolk Southern ES44 DC. Following on the heels of the manifest, the Empire Builder skimmed the shoreline after departing Edmonds. Amtrak's first new ALC-42 locomotive, Amtrak number 300, was the sole power for the train. The Empire Builder passed the wreckage of an old ship that was known as the Pacific Queen as it approached its next stop in Everett. With the train rounding the next corner, I decided to bring my day to a close. Thanks for coming along with me for this day trip to Seattle to see some of the local train action. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see some more of these day trip videos in the future, be sure to let me know in the comment section. For updates every time I upload a new video or make a post to the community tab, click the subscribe button and be sure to select the receive all notifications option by clicking on the bell. There's even more train and railroad themed content on my other social media pages, and remember to stop by every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time for an all new railroad themed adventure right here on the YouTube channel. That's it for now. Until next time, I'm Mike Armstrong. I'll see you down the line. Thanks for watching.